right now we are in Atchison, Kansas. We were here just last year with our friend Ethan from Wolf Paranormal investigating the Sallie House. But as we were leaving, we found out about another house that may be even more haunted. This house is the McInteer Villa.
There's a lot of spirits here. I couldn't tell you how many. There's just a lot. I do think that there's something angry. Some days I go home, I bolt, I'm done. They do like to separate people. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe separate.
We're actually going to be doing 2 sets of isolations tonight. I don't think we've ever done before. My name is Zach Wenzel, and for the past 10 years, my crew and I have been investigating the paranormal, spending overnight in some of the most haunted locations to try and debunk claims of spirits and manifestations, while also trying to find proof of the afterlife. Along the way, we've experienced terrifying unexplained phenomena, and have further learned the truth behind life after death. These are our journeys. Our adventures. We're not afraid of you. Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we are Blood Moon Paranormal.
Built in 1889, finished in 1 year for $14,000 for John McInteer. He was a saddle and harness maker, and he was in real estate. This house has had 9 documented deaths. 1 was a suicide. Every owner that's lived here has died here. The first death was Mrs. McInteer, the first Mrs. McInteer. She died after living here 1 year. Her name was Alice. Mr. McInteer remarried 3 years later, and her name was Anna. She had 3 sons from a previous marriage. Anna's mother, Anna, passed away here. And after she died, then John McInteer passed away in 1902. After he passed away, Anna continued living here with her youngest son, Charles. Her brother moved in. Then Anna died in 1916. Charles Donovan, the stepson, or Mrs. McInteer's youngest son, committed suicide in 1922. It was a boarding house for 27 years. A 4-day-old infant passed away, I want to say in 1928, when it was a boarding house.
Once the boarding house was closed, it became a private residence again, in which 3 more deaths were recorded, the final one being in 2014, in which the house was left abandoned.
I stayed at a different location twice, actually, within 2 weeks of each other, down the street, Sallie House. Back then, you used to have to check it at the depot or Chamber of Commerce. So the person had, I don't want to say recognized me, but it was 2 weeks in between my visit. So they had mentioned there's a house for sale and it's haunted. And I was just, I don't know, I'm not obsessed with anything, but there was something about this house. I just kept looking it up and driving by. And so I just kind of joked with my parents to see if they wanted to co-sign, and my dad did. So 6 years ago, January, I bought the house. There's a lot of spirits here. I couldn't tell you how many. There's just a lot. I mean, we've had babies crying. Something mimics people. People have seen me walking around. People have seen doppelgangers. Not many have said that, but 3 people in the 6 years I've had the house have told me they've seen me. There are lots of spirits that come and go that have nothing to do with the house. And honestly, where you're standing is one of the most, in my opinion, the most uncomfortable areas. I don't like that area. There's just something about it. And some people say portal right there. The shadow people, that has been reported since before I bought the house. The footsteps, the hearing somebody come in the back door, keys, voices, full-on conversations, those are all reported since before the house. So I don't know what's from things brought in or what's here. I have no idea.
Do you think that there is a demon here?
No. I do think that there's something angry. People have been scratched, yes. People have, some people have said bitten. Some people have said choked. I think there's something dirty-minded here. I know there's lots of cussing. say things like that, but then we all say things like that too. Like, say someone's coming in your house, you're like, get the F out, you know? Yeah. So maybe they're just saying things like that. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's how I describe it. Not everyone's cup of tea, and if there was something demonic, I would think that I would know. Probably wouldn't want me here, but I don't know. I have no idea who all is here. Some days it is nice and sweet and very interactive, and some days I go home, I bolt, I'm done. I say if nothing is happening. I mean, no rhyme or reason when they do things, but they do like to separate people. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I would say if you're all three together, maybe separate.
Because of this advice that Steph gave us, we're going to start off the night with isolations. And to add on to that, we're actually going to be doing 2 sets of isolations tonight, which I don't think we've ever done before. So the first set is going to be random. There's 6 spots in the house that were chosen, and those spots are going to be randomly selected by us to do our 15-minute isolation in. Then later in the night, after we investigate it together, we're going to do 15 minutes of an isolation chosen by ourselves. So we're pulling from a deck of cards right there, and whatever number you pick corresponds with where you're going for your random isolation. Emily, if you want to read what those isolation spots are real quick.
Okay. And I didn't pick the numbers in correlation. This was all kind of an agreed upon thing. So if you pull the ace, you get the basement, which is the far back chair room that we're going for. And if you get a 2, it's the front parlor room. If you get a 3, it's the doll room in the 2nd floor. If you get a 4, it's the 2nd floor hallway. If you get 5, it's the 1st floor, the green room. And if you get a 6, it's the attic. I'm excited.
If you could hear my heartbeat right now, it is going boom, 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 boom. I'm terrified. Like, I'm literally shaking.
I can see
you see me shaking right now?
Just a bit. Yes, you can.
All right.
Get this over with.
Don't flip. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. I want that one. Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Set. Go.
I got the attic.
You got the attic. I got the green room.
Oh, you lucky.
So, yeah, I got the 1st floor green room, and you got the basement.
Yeah, that's what you get for bullying me all the time. But I got the attic. That's just worse. Rather that than the basement, that's for sure.
You're moving on up in the world, Carly.
Not in the basement this time.
Yeah, but the opposite end.
Yeah. It's fine.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm excited.
I am, but I'm not.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Woo!
For sure. Bye, guys. If there's anyone down here with me, my name is Zach. I'm just here tonight to get to know you a little bit. Can you light up a flashlight or a cat ball? Let me know you're here. There's a noise from the room over. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Is there gonna be right above me, kind of? A weird feeling on my back. Like someone's touching me almost, like lightly rubbing my hoodie. Setting real quick. We're doing an EVP session real quick. When I press record, I'm gonna ask you a question. Just talk into the device. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Feel free to come in here and talk with me. I just want to get to know you a little bit. Not here to harm you. You know, this is your house. So, all respect. There's a weird popping noise out there before I started recording.
Alright, now recording. Please speak in the recorder so I can hear you. Yeah, what is your name?
Bobby's going off. Yeah, that's Bobby. You can tap his head too, his head goes off. You just do the same thing you did to the bottom one, you do it to the top. It'll start going off.
Who is that? What's yours?
Bottom one again. Alright, we're gonna do one more EVP session down here. I see you're here with me now, so we're gonna do one more. Again, please, come over here, come talk with me. No EVPs were captured during my third session, and the next 5 minutes was completely silent down here with no activity. But my isolation wasn't over yet, and it was still apparent that I wasn't alone. If there's anyone in this basement, can you make a loud noise? Like, really let me know you're here. What was that? That was like a little whimper or something like that, or maybe a laugh. Are you guys talking at all?
we are very, very quietly whispering, and we're sitting right next to each other, but nothing full volume at all.
This unexplained noise or disembodied voice was better heard in person. It isn't quite picked up on our cameras. Let's listen again to see if you can hear it. If there's a child in here, can you laugh right into the device in my hand?
Just laugh or giggle.
All right, your isolation is over. We're coming to get you.
Scared the shit out of me. I was trying to listen to this real quick.
Okay. So.
Wow. Okay.
Not too much. I actually didn't get any of that. Alright, so right now we are headed to the first floor to set Emily up for her isolation in the green room.
Yay!
How do you feel?
I'm excited.
I mean, it'll be a nice and easy one for you, I think, so.
I was gonna say, it's a very casual spot in my opinion, but I mean, hey, I think that's good to change it up though for me, so.
Yeah. You ready?
I think.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm excited. The cat ball just went off? Yeah, the cat ball just went off, and I don't know if that was them walking up the stairs that caused it or not. Okay, cool. My name's Emily, and we're just here to have a good time and talk and hopefully become friends. Maybe I should start with an EVP?
During these 2 EVP sessions, Emily asks a variety of questions about the house and who resides here, but not a single response came through.
Alright, maybe EVPs are not your guys' jam up here. Alright, cool. Let's try the spirit box. Is there anyone here in here with me? Hey? How are you? Pleasant?
Despite these 2 responses that were far beneath the static, the rest of Emily's isolation was completely quiet, so it was time for Carly's first isolation of the night. So right now we are headed to the attic to set up Carly's isolation that was randomly selected by herself. How do you feel about it?
Don't ask. Literally just don't ask.
She's gonna do great.
I should do fine.
Dude! It is a little drafty.
It's a little cold.
I don't want to go over here.
Best of luck.
Okay, thank
okay.
you.
You got this.
Okay, spirits of this attic. I'm gonna cry. Dude, I don't know what to do. I hate just sitting in silence. People who sit in silence actually blow my mind. I don't know how y'all do it, for real. Okay, I'm gonna turn the SB7 Pro on because y'all know this is my favorite thing to use. Is there anyone up here? Can you tell me your name? Really? I think that was radio. I'm gonna sleep to 70. Is this easier for you?
Yes, there was no way.
Yes, there was no power? It might have been radio, because that was too clear to be an actual voice. Can you tell me how old you are?
Worship.
Where you worship? This might be all radio. I know, like 30. Is there anyone up here with me?
In the moment, Carly cannot make out anything that's coming through. However, while reviewing the footage, we can notice a pattern. Something is here with Carly, and according to what it's saying, it's just watching her.
Can you tell me how...
Alright, your isolation is over.
bad because it's me. And that's just who I am as a person. It's times like this, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, you didn't get anything. You just worried about nothing. No. It's called having anxiety, and I can't stop myself.
Alright guys, so right now we're on the second floor. We haven't investigated the second floor yet, so that's why we're starting out here when we're investigating together. We're busting out a new piece of equipment today, one that we haven't used in a while, so it's not really new, but we haven't used it in a very long time. It's the SLS camera. So there's a Xbox Kinect at the front of this. It sometimes picks up things that aren't there, skeletons on the screen.
Yeah.
Who knows if it actually works or not. We've gotten some interesting stuff with it, but also it's very, just take with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anyone here with us right now, we're going to be here for the rest of the night. We just want to talk to you, get to know you a little bit.
Oh. Did you hear that knock? I was down there.
Mm-hmm. I keep hearing a noise, but I think it's...
In that far right room, that water thing is really bad.
Okay.
If anyone's, anywhere in this house, can you come up the stairs, come down the stairs? Can you just go in front over here I'm pointing and just stand in the middle of the hallway? We'll be able to see you on our device.
It was attaching to the pole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the biggest flaw with the SLS camera and why I don't often use them on investigation. They have a tendency to track random objects in a room or space, causing a lot of investigators to report false positives. You should always be aware of what's in front of you and what the SLS is tracking.
Interesting.
That was in either the left or the right room.
It sounded like it was down, like, kind of.
I think it was at the end. It honestly might have been in the left room.
Yeah. But I don't know if it was, like, from this level or just, like, the house,
I think it was that left room.
Wrong one. There you go.
Or it was just where you're standing right now.
Yeah.
At the edge of the hallway. Ooh, that was down the stairs. Hello? Come on up. Don't be scared. Come on up here with us.
It sounds like it's downstairs.
It's like it's hesitant to come up.
Because the SLS camera continued to pick up on the banister and the chair, I decided to put it away for now because I do have plans for it later on in the night. And all of us are standing still.
Definitely was not us.
Yeah.
Thank you for making that go off.
Well, let's do the doll room. Alright.
I'm excited to be in here. This is the room I was kind of getting excited about.
Well, every spooky haunted house has a doll room.
Yes, it does.
And this is their doll room.
Yep.
And I love their doll room.
Like we've been saying, we're just here to talk with you, get to know you a little bit. Feel free to interact with us at all. Alright. Do you want to ask this session?
Yeah. For 30, there is a lot coming through.
Yeah, there was a lot of radio for me upstairs. I think I went on 30 for a bit too, and it was like, ooh, okay. Yes. Hey. Yeah, Bobby is someone I brought for you to play with. I know he's a new toy. We have a bunch of other dolls. Can you tap his head now?
We found him.
Oh, I mean, they did find Bobby, I guess.
Since I can't contain my excitement for this.
Yeah, there's like a major argument happening between a male and a female. But it's hard to pick what they're saying.
I guess residual then.
Yeah.
By the light?
By the light. What light? Do you mean the red light in the middle?
Could be metaphorical.
The Lord and our family?
It could have been metaphorical.
I named them? We're getting right?
What the heck?
Follow the light?
Oh, yeah. If we didn't do anything wrong, we can help.
Hey, Howard.
Oh my god, it scared me.
Hey,
Did you offer them bread?
Hey, Howard. Howard.
I mean,
I didn't get offered bread.
I would.
Are they scared?
It's like really residual.
It's like hard to tell. It seems like it's like in and out of residual and intelligent.
I think it's residual, but it very much understands that we're here.
Yeah.
Are they reporting the house?
We are, but we're mostly.
That's a big deal.
Oh, is it?
What can I do for you guys?
Oh my god.
Just talk to us.
Talk to us, or if you want to touch any of these devices we have around the room. Again, I have Bobby the Bear. We have a REM pod on the table.
Those boys and girls don't last all night.
mean, we do get tired eventually.
Hmm?
You good?
Yeah.
Seems just very residual.
It seems residual, but also like intelligent to where they know we're here, but they think that we can't hear them.
So we're about to do an EVP session in here. We're going to be doing a couple of different things. And then after that, we're going to do Estes. Emily's going to do Estes. And that chair over there, that chair right there, somebody actually died in that chair in this house. It was Miss Isabel Atlas, I believe it was pronounced. And yeah, she passed away in that chair right there. See if we can contact her. If not through EVP, we're going to try Estes as well as Ovulus. And we're going to try out Spirit Talker and see what happens. After 5 separate attempts at a burst EVP session in this room, we received not even a sliver of a response. So we decided to move on to a different form of communication. So we're about to do Spirit Talker and Ovulus alongside this Estes method. And what I will say, as I've said the past couple times in our videos, every time we use Spirit Talker and every time we use Ovulus, we take it with, honestly, even half of a grain of salt. There's a lot of coincidences that come through, so we're looking for almost direct communication or something similar. So, yeah, half a grain of salt.
Hi.
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 That was like a female voice that came through too.
Hi, male voice.
Oh,
It's time.
So Emily's in your chair. How do you feel about her being in your chair?
Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Is Isabel here with us?
No. No.
Is there anybody here with us?
You can leave. You want me.
If there's anyone...
Not to be a pansy, I'm gonna switch it to 50 just because there's so many voices and it said wait. There won't.
Who's here with us right now?
Almost done.
Did you hear that?
Fine.
Yeah, what?
All night.
I heard I couldn't tell if it was through the spirit box or not.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Door.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Strangle.
Oh,
Dreams die.
yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
My friend.
I don't normally show these kind of responses, but it's the perfect example of what I mean when I say what we're getting is completely random and offbeat. These have no correlation to anything we're asking and doesn't line up with the history of the house whatsoever. This could be one of 3 things: residual energy, radio, or just simply misinterpretation.
Because we still have that other side of the basement we could do.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of basement we could do.
Please do.
Stu.
Please go to the basement. You want us to go to the basement?
We are headed down to the basement from the first floor, and we're gonna go talk to what's apparently attached to this doll down here. Its name is Jack, so we're gonna see if we can get in contact with him, or maybe talk to somebody else that might be down here in the basement.
I just kind of want a dark camp. Flashlight.
Is that filming?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Bobby's going off.
he's coming too.
Okay, well, we already had the flashlight and Bobby go off, so I think we're doing good.
If someone wants to appear on the screen that I'm holding, I'll actually be able to see you. If you want to come on the screen.
Sorry, that's my jacket rubbing against the wall. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Thank you. It's interesting that it went off when Zach was over here too. So does it, maybe it likes people coming by?
Or it's like, get out of my area if I don't want you over here.
Can I do a flute? Well, I don't set up a music box.
Hello? You didn't hear that knock?
I don't know, because I've been...
No.
No, that was a knock.
I was like in
That
the
was-
corner of that room.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's me. Okay, well, I'm in here now. Whatever's in here. Like, I don't know, it's hard to...
It's
Okay.
mapping that there's something in that chair right there, but again, it could
It's
just be
probably
mapping a chair.
What chair?
The one in, no, this one right here. I think.
Oh, in front of you?
I think.
Cat ball, Bobby.
Oh. His belly again.
It's funny because it's where you guys aren't looking.
Oh wait, no, sorry. It's mapping his chair. My bad. It's flipped, so I'm getting confused. Should we go back in this room?
Yeah, go back in there. We weren't entirely sure who or what was playing with our equipment and what their intentions are, so we decided to bring out the SB7 Pro for an open spirit box session to get some answers.
Oh, Bobby again.
I do. Alright, well,
Jack, if you're here with us, can you come talk with us?
I'm not.
Jack, can you make... Oh, Bobby again.
Were you not just hearing the...
Who's down here in the basement with us?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Or not? Something wrong.
I'm Armand or something like that.
Yeah. Bobby. Bobby. It's because we're not looking at him.
That's weird, though.
Flashlight.
Oh.
And I just heard something over there.
I did hear that.
Why?
Did this wheelchair belong to someone back here? Who's it belong to?
What? Sounds like I got trouble, and then it lost me.
Is any of the McInteer family still down here?
No. That was wicked.
Oh, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. Dude, what the heck?
Flashlight. Okay. Do this. So you like turning this flashlight on.
Oh my god.
So all you gotta do, turn this light on, is twist it. Just like the flashlight. All you gotta do is twist that bulb. Just like you twist the flashlight.
If you can't reach the light bulb, can you turn the flashlight on then? Just to let us know, we won't ask for you to do it again. Thank you.
They're too short.
He said I can't reach it.
That's what I was thinking, like, that's tall.
We believe this response right here, alongside the flashlight turning on command, proves that these spirits know how to communicate with us intelligently. It's apparent that the person here can't reach the light bulb, hence them asking for help.
That's what I was thinking, like, I can't.
It mapped out like this area for a hot minute and then it disappeared. But I don't know if it mapped the skeleton. But I've also been pointing it this way for the whole time. And nothing's happened. So I don't know. Hello?
Where's that scary deep voice at? Where's that guy at?
Oh! Yay! It likes Megan!
Maybe. It may like Megan. We gotta figure that out first.
I just got the goosebumps.
It may not like Megan though. They may get jealous.
Jack, do you like Megan? It's picking up. I don't know if you want to say that's a figure. It's like picking up the side of
the shelf.
The shelf. That's really weird though. Oh, Megan again. Whoa, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, and Bobby.
Dude, what is happening? Look at this thing, dude. I had this face this way this whole time. But look at it, it's like stretching and touching her. Look at its leg. Is that a leg?
No, I don't trust that.
That is a little weird.
That is really weird.
We'll show that still in the footage, but like...
I don't know, that was a little weird. I don't know what to do with it.
Who keeps touching Megan? I was.
There's a guy too. What's your name?
That's enough. We've reached the point in our nights. It's been a long night so far. Feels like we're all very tired. Where we're doing our second set of isolations. We're gonna start off with me. I'm actually going to be going in this room right here, and then...
I am going in the second floor hallway.
Where are you going?
The second floor, like, red bedroom, I guess you could call.
Alright, well, we ready for our second set of isolations?
Woohoo! I guess.
I am. I'm ready.
Alright, let's do it. So for my isolation, we are doing the electron ejection experiment. The last time we did it was at Pine Lawn Manor, I believe. And what this experiment is, it's all about electron ejection. So right now, the room is lit up with red lights. Red lights, it don't eject electrons because it's only a 1.7 electron volt. You need 2.0 electron volt to eject an electron. The photons from the lights are hitting the atoms on the surface of objects in this room, and it is not ejecting electrons. Do 4 minutes with red. We're gonna switch to green. When we switch to green, it's gonna be 2.3 electron volts, in which that'll be ejecting the electrons from the atoms in this room. And then we're gonna switch to a blue, and that's gonna be 3.1 electron volts, which is even further ejecting the electrons from the atoms in this room. Let's start our timer. Again, not ejecting electrons right now. For anyone else in the house, just wanna get to know you. We've been here all night. Feel free to come and talk with me. From red to green and green to blue, not a single piece of evidence was captured within my 15-minute isolation in here. With some experiments, even the ones with no data collected whatsoever are still worth recording. We'll just have to try again in the near future at another location. Anyways, my time was up and Emily is up next. Alright, ready?
Yup.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks. I get to be by myself again. But up here. I've said my name several times, but it is Emily. If you haven't caught it before.
After 10 minutes of no activity whatsoever, Emily decides to turn on the SB7 Pro to get some answers, just like she did earlier when she wasn't getting anything during her first isolation.
Why won't you interact with the other equipment? Do you not like the other equipment that's out? You can't use it? Is this equipment too hard for you to use? Interesting, every other voice is saying... You said you're trapped? Alright, I'm gonna just go AWOL at this point. Is there any demons here? Please no. I'm all by myself. I welcome any demons to please show themselves to me.
Your isolation is over.
Fuck off!
Your isolation's over. There's no demons.
Zach's being a little butthole.
Last isolation. Best of luck.
Shut up!
You got this. You got
Now
this.
I'm like trapped in this room. Thanks.
Despite all of Carly's anxiety with being in this room, she received no activity whatsoever within the 15 minutes she was alone. Based off of everything we captured tonight, they seem to be more active when we're all together, especially in the basement. Our second set of isolations are over. They went pretty decent. We got a couple of good things here and there, and we're at the point where we're ending our night. So we're headed up to the attic to investigate the attic together and see what we can get. So this will be the final stretch. Let's go.
Can you say Carly's name? Can you just say Carly? Also,
Walking?
you're walking.
Kind of sounded like it's
I was more.
Hey.
I was about to say her flashlight's gonna die. It's flashing red.
Hard to tell if it's like radio or if it's like people talking, but it's still mumbled. Like every word is like mumbling.
The activity up here was really dormant. Not much was coming through at all. So to round off the night, I decided to ask about my supposed attachment from the Villisca Axe murder house to see if anything would respond. Oh, we're not too far from you. In fact, we're not too far from a place that has a similar address. There's apparently 2 dolls here that are from there. Is George here? Is Reverend George Kelly here?
Whoa. Female just came through it. It took a full sentence. I couldn't make it out though. It was too choppy.
Sound like it said it's Zach faithfully.
Reverend George Kelly, are you here?
If you know how it is.
You know how it is.
That's funny.
Hi, George.
That sounded like.
And there's one.
And there's one.
One.
George, can you say something so we know
That's
it's
kind of
you?
weird though. Hang on, that's kind of weird. She just said one twice,
Yeah.
and when George was coming through at Davies, they kept saying one.
Somebody earlier told us we should be afraid. Why should we be afraid?
One.
Or like a nickname, something you like to go by.
One. Whoever just said something to Carly, can you say it again? Or tell us your name? One.
Hi, George.
That sounded like.
And there's one.
And there's one. After noticing this correlation, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. After all, the medium who described my supposed attachment did mention 2 children as well.
A tall, dark entity, and then, like, maybe 2 children.
Is one of these kids named One? Is this even a child spirit? Or is this all a coincidence? We may never know. However, our night was over and it was time to wrap up. So our night at the McInteer Villa is over. And let me just tell you, this house is way more haunted than the Sallie House. And that's just from our experience tonight and our experience at the night at Sallie House. Tonight, I feel like wasn't the most active this house could be. However, I still think that this was more active than Sallie House. If you're in Atchison, I highly recommend checking out both. Maybe even spend the night at both and just kind of see what you end up getting and see which one is more haunted for you guys as well.
I think it went pretty well. The activity we got, it was going kind of up and down in waves. I didn't really know what to expect. I've heard a couple of things on where it's like super active, but also I've heard like it kind of has a lull, and I feel like it just kind of was going in waves.
I think it was a really good night. Coming into this, I didn't really know what to expect. I heard stories, I heard that it was crazy active, but I heard that it also has some slow nights, and I think we kind of got an in-between night. I felt like some places were more active than others.
This location is honestly so breathtaking. This is one of the most beautiful homes, if not like the most breathtaking home I've been in, like in my life. The energy flowing through this house with all the history, with how long it's been standing, it is beautiful and utterly amazing to me.
Honestly, probably the most beautiful house that we've ever investigated.
Maybe even the most beautiful location that I've ever been to.
Isolations were great. We did double isolations, and I think we'll do that again in the future because that was a lot of fun.
I feel like my isolation was on kind of the more slower, less active side than the other ones I've had.
I don't know, I was really freaked out during my isolations. You know, we did double isolations this night, which was different than what we've ever done before.
I think overall the night went very well. We did get some stuff here and there, and I was not disappointed. So most definitely, if you're in the area, come check out this beautiful location.
Overall, I thought the activity was pretty interesting. Not what I expected, but still a great time regardless.
Overall, it was great, and I would love to come back to the McInteer Villa.